Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name's Debbie and this is my Crafty Dan. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. I really do appreciate it and I'm glad you're here. So tonight I have a whip and chat. So I'm calling these my midnight diamond paint with me sessions. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call them. Once a week at least, at the very least, we should all be able to put our pajamas on, sit down at the table, and diamond paint for an hour while we let all of our worries and troubles just slide by the wayside. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just relaxing. I'm still working on this little, yeah, I haven't had a chance to do it for a while. I'm still working on this little gorgeous girl painting, the little ballerina. I think she is absolutely adorable. And I'm hoping that I can have her finished up either tonight or tomorrow morning. But I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to stress. Am I working on the right dots? I got talking and I forgot which... Yes, G. So I got talking and forgot what I was doing. So yeah, I'm a one drill at a time girl. What about you guys? What about you guys? I like doing one drill at a time, and the reason for that is it takes concentration, a lot more concentration, to use a multi-placer. And I got my diamond paintings as a way to relieve stress, to be able to unwind and relax and not have to think. I mean, for me, just thinking about which symbol I'm putting my drills down on, that's enough, guys. I think too hard through the daytime, and yeah, I think way too hard the rest of the time. And yeah, if you've been following me for a while, you know thinking is hard for me sometimes. I have fibromyalgia and I suffer from brain fog. And so thinking sometimes is a chore. Absolutely. So before I started talking to you guys, I took all my little drill pens. The only one I've ever bought was this one. And it was supposed to be a lighted one, and the light broke like almost immediately after I got it. So, and then this little part here broke on it. So I just took some crazy glue and I took the end off of one of those pink drill pens that you get with your kits, you know, those cheap little tubes. And I glued this into here to make a permanent drill pen because I didn't want to throw the shaft of the pen away. This pretty copper color, it is really pretty. And I've got some pens that I did, because I did that, I just took some old pens and I did the same thing. They were out of ink. I took the insides out of them and I just glued the little tips, the drill tips, into some old pens. And that way, when I go to start, I can put new wax in 4 pens. That means I don't even have to stop and put wax in my drill pen. Why isn't that one sticking down there? Stick down. I went away and this sat out for a week. I hope that doesn't make much difference. This is just a painting that I got from... That one doesn't want to stick. It's like there's no... I'm going to put that down, but it's not sticking very good. And this is why you have to drill. Or this is why you have to seal them sometimes, guys. So I'm just going to chat. I'm not chatting about anything in particular tonight. I didn't sit down and think of a long monologue. I'm wondering what my neighbors are doing right now. Why is there a car roaring outside? I'm calling it a midnight whip and chat. But guys, I don't even know if I can stay up till midnight. You may be able to. Some of you younger ladies may not even be done your day till almost that time. If you've got families to look after, gosh, remember those days? Remember those days where you had a full-time job and it took till nearly midnight to get everything done so you could go to bed and get up the next morning and look after family and fold the laundry you were trying to wash the night before? And gosh, yeah. Yeah. Hard days. Hard days. So that's that. Oh, there's one there. Nope, that's not a G. I'm looking for the G symbols. So I'm going to finish this up, but I'm going to pull this off and plunk it over here a little bit just to see if there's any G's along the perimeter here of where I worked last. Like I said, I'm getting down to the end of this painting, guys. Getting down to the end. So, what have you guys all been up to this week? I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious. It's summer, so I know some of us are we just have our hands full with kids home from school, although that's been pretty much the norm, having your hands full with kids home from school this year. We can only keep our fingers crossed and pray that everything goes back to normal soon for you guys, and your kids will be able to maybe enjoy a normal school year next year, do you think? Those variants are scary. But yeah. I mean, if you are diamond painting, I'm just here to keep you company, guys. I'm just here to keep you company. Yes, I am. So you don't feel alone while you're diamond painting. I don't feel so much alone when I'm chatting with you guys. Oh. For some reason, my light just went off on my camera. So I just had to stop that and start it again. But yeah, so where was I? I can't even remember where I was, guys. Told you I don't have much of a memory now. Especially at this time of the night. So I plan on, I plan on just doing this for about an hour, and then I'm going to crawl off to bed. And hopefully this has allowed me to unwind and have a nice, good sleep tonight. Diamond painting in the evening, it just allows me to, my dog's wanting to go to bed. She keeps jumping, he keeps jumping with his feet up onto my lap, trying to remind me that it's time to go to bed. Yeah. My camera just shut off again. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm going to have to check my memory card and make sure that I don't have it almost full. But, yeah, so I just let my dog off or outside onto his lead to, be out. He just likes it outside sometimes. And yeah, that noise is the neighbors. The neighbors are going up and down the road with the four-wheeler. Oh, gosh. Yeah. I mean, they go up and down the road with a four-wheeler a lot, but usually not this late in the evening. I guess, if you're 40 years younger than I am, this really isn't that late in the evening. But yeah, it is to me. So there's just these, I'm looking for the letter G, and there's just these little scattered G's all over the place. And there's a few more down in this corner. So I'm going to get to this corner and do it. I'm just trying to get comfortable, guys. Just trying to get comfortable. It's been a long day. There. Put a cushion behind my back. Diamond painting isn't supposed to hurt you. You're supposed to be comfy when you're doing it. So yeah, what have I done this week? It was my son's birthday this week. And I'd tell you how old he was, but he might get mad at me. And that really dates me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. When you start getting it so that your kids don't want to mention how old they are, you know your own age is getting up there. And I can't even imagine how my dad feels every time I have a birthday. Yeah. His birthday's just before mine, just a few days before mine. And he's going to be 87 this year. So, So what have I done this week? It was my son's birthday. I did a bit of traveling. Ooh, that's not the right color. Let's take that off of there. I drove around. I hit a few Dollarama stores, and I went into the building supply store. I'm looking for some boards. I want to build some kind of a hutch style shelf thing to go on the back of my desk. Help organize some of my mess and make it look a little more tidy, I guess. But so I did a bit of that. I've been bringing my son's dog home. One of my son's dogs. My son had 4 dogs, and they love each and every one of them. But there's my son, my daughter-in-law, and my granddaughter, and they each have their specific dog. And Chester, the little fella that's with me, he was kind of getting lost out in the attention department a little bit. So I spoil him quite a bit when I'm there. And it was getting so that each time I went there, he was more and more excited to see me. I guess the extra lap to sit on. I mean, he's a lap dog. He's parts Shih Tzu and Chihuahua. He's just a little wee guy. And yeah, I was kind of partial to him. So I brought him home just for some company. About a month ago now. And kept him for a week or so, just a little over a week, I guess. Then I went back down for another visit. Of course, he went with me. And he was doing really well with me. When I went to leave, he jumped in my car figuring he was going. So they said, sure, take him again for a little while. Well, they've talked it over, and I've been looking for a dog of my own, a little lap dog, and not having much luck. And they've decided that if I choose to keep him, I can keep him. And so he's becoming a permanent member of my family. My gosh, guys, it is so nice having a dog again. I've almost always had a dog. Almost always. I've had a few different cats over the years. I'm a dog and a cat person. I love them both equally. They say you're either one or the other, but that's not true. You can be both. And so it is so nice having a little dog, a little lap dog in the house to cuddle and spoil. And, you know, cats are different. Especially mine, I guess, or not especially mine, but they're different than dogs. Maybe not different than anybody else's cats, but they're different than dogs. Whereas cats come to you when they want to, and they let you know what they want, but they're basically independent creatures, at least in my mind they are. And my girl, she'll wander the house at night and I'll hear her down here chasing a toy around and playing. But she is more nocturnal and sleeps a lot during the day. And that's fine. I don't, that doesn't bother me. But so she's not as much company through the day. Whereas a dog is a little different in the fact that they're always around you. They're always trying to please you. I can't find another G to put this drill on. They want to make you happy. It's like it's their ambition. It's like their mission, not ambition. It's like their mission in life is just solely to make you happy. And that's the way Chester is. And he loves to be outside. He doesn't mind me putting him out on the lead. He'll go outside and on the lead and just do his business and then lay at the corner of the house and just listen to the neighborhood. He seems to really enjoy that. And, I'm going to do O next. 3750. That's this one. So, yeah, it's like it's like he's fit in here, I guess. Just almost instantly. So maybe it's fated. Maybe it's fated that I should have him. I just put my arm right down in that glue. And that's silly. Yeah. He's wonderful. He's so wonderful. He loves being bathed. So I've been giving him a bath every 2 weeks. Not that he's getting very dirty and stuff. He scratches a lot and he has very dry skin. So I've been to the pet store and I'm on a mission to find a dog food that keeps him from scratching as much, because I'm pretty sure it's internal. It's not external. I mean, he's got no fleas, nothing like that. He has no bites. But his skin is very, very dry. And I've been putting a coat conditioner, like a leave-in coat conditioner on him, which is helping his fur. And I've been getting smallish bags of some of that really, that really good dog food that hasn't got the chicken and the corn and the GMOs and no soy and stuff like that. So I've been going for some brands of dog food that are good, and I've been just getting the little sample-sized bags. And one of them, he almost completely stopped scratching, and I wanted to make sure it was internal and it was the dog food, so I gave him back his regular dog food, the one that he likes a lot, and within 2 days he was just scratching like a fiend again. So I'm pretty sure that the dog food that he likes so much is the dog food that's causing all the itching. Now, it is a chicken-based dog food. So I'm wondering if it's that. So yeah, so I'm on that mission to find the perfect dog food, one that's healthy, but that he likes and he doesn't mind eating. He's just a teeny tiny dog. If he doesn't eat, he's going to lose weight really quickly. I mean, he's got a high metabolism. And one of the things that I noticed is that if he doesn't like it, he's just not going to eat it. He went almost all day. He went all day the one day and to the next morning before he, made himself eat the one kind. So that's absolutely off the list. I mean, I'm not going to starve him in lieu of trying to get him a healthy dog food. So we switched to a different kind and he eats it, but it's like he's tolerating it. He's not really, I put his meal down for him and he's not excited about it. He eats 1 or 2 kibbles and walks away. Excuse me. And it's almost time for my inhaler because it is almost bedtime. Yeah. So I'm on a mission to find the perfect dog food that he likes. It might take a while, but I have it narrowed down to one that I think he likes. And I'm pretty sure that it's chicken. I think. It seems to be the chicken, the dog foods that have chicken in it are the ones that he seems to scratch on. And the only way to tell if he's not scratching on one is to give it to him for 2 or 3 days at least to see if he stops scratching. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a hard little process to figure out. But if he's going to stay here, then he is going to be spoiled rotten. So at the other house, when he's at the farm, they feed all the dogs the same dog food. So because it's just a big shared, like a communal bowl, and he's getting enough to eat, but maybe not the healthiest dog food. It doesn't bother the other dogs. They don't seem to. They seem to be thriving on it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any similar problems with your dog and if there's a type of dog food that you found that they really like and it doesn't contain soy or chicken. I don't want it to have any chicken or chicken byproducts or any soy. And I really would prefer if it was like non-GMO as well. I don't want like corn. It depends on the fillers. Depends on the fillers. But other than that, my week's been pretty uneventful. I've had fun dressing Chester up. So I got him a new bed. Guys, this was really funny. So I got him a new bed. I think the haul came out last week, or maybe it came out this week. I'm not sure. But or maybe it's not up. Maybe it's coming out after this. I'm not sure. But you know at Dollarama, they have the little beds. I mean, there's lots of things at Dollarama that you can get for your dogs and leashes and beds and blankets and things like that that they're not eating or bathing in. You don't bath your dog in stuff that you don't know the brand. Anyway, I got him a little bed. My cat's never had a bed. I got her one when she was really little and she didn't like it. So I got him a bed, and it's just at the foot of the sofa, we have one of those L-shaped, you know, one of those sofas that has the chaise part on it. So it's out on the chaise part of the sofa because he wants to get up and lay on the sofa with me, and I don't want him right on the sofa. So I got him the little bed. So he's laying that in that. So the next morning we get up and we come down and the cat's in the bed. Yeah, she never wanted a bed. Now she won't let him in it. She's claimed it. So it's her bed. So I have to go back to Dollarama now and get another bed because he wants a bed. And he just lays there with his head on his paws looking at the bed like she's stolen it from him. And it's the end of the world. They're so funny. Yeah. Yeah, I brought a dog that didn't like cats. They never told me this till I got home with them. I brought a dog that didn't like cats to a house with a cat that was afraid of dogs. Yeah, and it's working. It's working. They're actually getting along. They didn't at first. Nothing major. They didn't try to fight or anything like that. But she would be very, very cautious walking by him. And if she moved too fast, he'd get excited and want to chase her. Well, she thought she was being chased by a demon and wouldn't come back out from under the bed she'd run under the bed and hide against the wall at the far side of the bed and wouldn't come out for hours, guys, hours. Yeah, it was so funny. So then she'd come out and she'd walk by him and she'd be really, really cautious and doing this big circle around him. And he'd chase her. Well, it took me 3 or 4 days to get him to stop chasing her. And I'm not sure if it's because he didn't like cats or I think he just wanted to play because even now he still wants to play with her and she's very not having any of it at all. She's not having any of it. But they're just hilarious. So they both want to be up on the couch beside me. I'm very much a hands-on person with my pets. And one of them lays, I sit on the couch, and one of them lays on one side of with their head on one side of my lap. And the other one lays on the other side of me with their head on the other side of my lap. And they're like almost nose to nose. And they glare at each other. No jealousy there at all. But they're really funny. But they're getting better. The other day when I was making supper, they were both lying on the kitchen floor side by side watching me, and they were getting along just fine. There's no problems. So, and she doesn't have to worry about him. I mean, literally, he's smaller than she is. He may look bigger than her, but he's all fur. And yeah, he's all fur. And he's probably about 4 pounds lighter than she is. So, and very much smaller framed, so much more fragile. So I don't think he could do the damage to her, but I really have to be careful because I know that if she gets mad, she may be able to do some damage to him, which is not good. I've seen what a cat can do to a small dog years and years ago. Not my dog, mind you, but yeah, I have seen it, and it's not pretty. I'm going to toss that and get a new one. Oh. It really sounds loud in here because I have my inside door open. It's hot out tonight. Just my screen door shut. So everything that goes down the road, and I'm right beside the door. So everything that goes down the road sounds like it's in my living room. There's a few more. May as well try to find them all while I've got this color out. But yeah, so that's the update on the dog and the cat. I anticipate that they're going to be best buddies. Neither one of them likes to be alone, so I'm sure they'll enjoy the other's company. And they don't seem to have any trouble when I go to the store or something like that. He goes with me pretty much everywhere I go, unless I absolutely can't take him because he'd be left in the car. And I can't do that on hot days. Would not want to leave him in the car on hot days. He's far too precious. And there's just a section of those O's down here too. But I need a few more in my tray. Yeah, so I'll have this done tomorrow, this diamond painting, for sure, and be able to start on another one. I have a Halloween one, and it's just a little one that I'm looking forward to doing. And I have an unboxing to do. I still haven't done I've got a diamondart.ca order in, and I've had it in for quite a few weeks now, and I've just never gotten around to doing an unboxing. So it's the rest of the order where I ordered the Canadiana collection, and there's a small one in there as well. I opened the end of the box and peeked to see what was in there. So it's the rest of the Canadiana collection that I ordered, and a small one, and I can't remember what small one I ordered. So it'll be a surprise to me when I do the unboxing too. So maybe I'll get that done for next Friday. This video will go up Wednesday night, but this is Tuesday night, guys. Oh, I can hear that. See, that's a motorcycle, so that's not the four-wheeler. There's a rental house next door. And so I think that's just them coming, or him coming in late. Shift working next door. So I'm nosy, eh? Well, I've been home so much that you start to get a feel for what the neighbors are doing, who's coming and when they're coming. It's not a through street, so there's no reason to be on this street unless you're going somewhere on this street. And for that reason, ooh, that's a funny looking little drill here. Look at it. I'm going to put that in my junk jar. I have a little trash drill jar. I figure when I get enough in there, I'll just make myself a shaker pocket or something and throw the drills into it. They're pretty, all mixed up, the colors. That's quiet again. It's quiet again. Yeah. So what are y'all working on? You guys, let me know what you're working on. I want to do a few different little seasonal ones. I've done a one for my coffee bar, and I've never mounted it on anything yet. I haven't framed it, and I think I'm going to do the the Dollarama stretched canvas. It's a little square one, but it's a cup of coffee with the coffee art, like the bistro coffee art in the top of the coffee, and a red rose, if you guys have seen that one. And it turned out really nice. And I think it would be some really cool coffee bar art. I do have a coffee bar, and I love having a coffee bar. Oh, yeah, it's life, I'm telling you. Yeah, I love decorating it for the different holidays and seasons and stuff too. It's really fun, really fun. So, I just stop and take another little look and find another little section with this symbol. So I'm doing the letter O. I shouldn't be saying that out loud. If you're diamond painting with me, I could get you screwed up. Your brain gets thinking one symbol or one letter, and if somebody starts mentioning different ones, it can screw you up. I know. It does me. It does that to me. It'd be like trying to count and then somebody starting to count somewhere else and seeing if you can keep track. So this is my first year being here for the August 1st holiday. And my street, like 2 streets over, is the street where the municipal office and the arena and the park and things like that are. And on the Sunday night of the long weekend, I guess it was about 9:45 here. And I heard the first big bang of some fireworks. And the restrictions had been lifted just a little bit to allow outside gatherings. And there wasn't anything on Canada Day, at least not there. So I didn't think that they'd have fireworks. And the fireworks started, and I couldn't see them from my front porch because I have a great big maple tree in my front yard. And so I couldn't see them from my front porch because of the tree, but I could see them over the top of the tree a little bit. So I went upstairs, and at the upstairs window, I could see the fireworks. So I started watching out the bedroom window. Upstairs, I just dragged a chair over and started watching. And if I had have driven like 4 houses up the street from me, there's a big parking lot area where the train track goes by. And it belongs to it belongs to the train people. I guess that's what you call them. The rail lines. That's the words I'm looking for. You can tell it's getting late, eh, guys? And I could have gone up there and just parked and had a clear view. But I kept thinking, oh, by the time I get in my car and go up there, they'll be done. Because I figured it was just going to be I thought somebody was just doing it, like somebody local. Well, it turned out that the fireworks went on for about 40 minutes. And what a wonderful fireworks display it was. It was amazing. And at the end, you could hear everybody clapping. And, after the big grand finale where they put a bunch of them off, they always do that at the end of them. And at least any of them I've ever been to. You could hear everybody clapping and cheering. And so now I wish I had I think they're just going back and forth from the house up one side of me to the house down the other side of me. That is just really strange. Anyway, whatever they want to do. Whatever they want to do, guys. If it makes them happy. I'm not complaining because it's loud or anything. It's just I've got my door open. That's the only reason I can hear it like that. If I closed my inside door, I'd hardly hear them at all. There's an O. Okay, I'm down to looking for those last few drills that I can find places for this number or this letter. Huh. Wow. I can't find any. Maybe I'm done that color. Well, yeah, talked myself right through it. So I was really surprised. So I called my husband the next day. Of course, he's not here. I called him the next day and said, you missed a really good fireworks. And he said, well, next year you'll have to pack yourself something to drink and a little snack and go up and park where you can see them and enjoy it. So maybe I will. I'll put it on my calendar for next year to make sure I go and enjoy the local fireworks. What color next, guys? N. N. That's number 8. I think it's just still in an envelope. Yes, 8 right here. Sometimes I don't even, see, I didn't even put it into a container. I've just got it right here. Fold the top over. And I put a paper clip on it to keep it shut. So that's all I had to do for that one. These are pretty. These are purple. So these are number 550 is the DMC color number. That's a pretty purple, guys. Pretty purple. Like it. Yeah, so I'm just starting to hear about some of the things that are going on locally here. I think it'll be a lot nicer when I've figured out what the town does for different holidays and what get-togethers they have for the community, because I would really like to join in. I'm just, because of the COVID, you just don't stop and visit with people who are strangers. It's really frowned upon. And so me getting to know people is just, it's been almost a non-existent since I've been here, because they aren't going to just stop and talk to a stranger. They don't know where I'm from. It's a small town, but to them, I probably am just a stranger going through. And yeah, and the town has been really good as far as being helpful and stuff like that. When I was in quarantine going back and forth before the restrictions started to become a little less, I would call and have my groceries delivered. And yeah, there wasn't anything. I didn't go without anything. Let's just say that. And the community, when I needed something, the community was always really helpful. We don't get prescription drug deliveries here, but when I phoned the pharmacy and said I'm in quarantine and I don't know how to get them, they just had one of the employees drive them up to me. I'm just down the road, so I'm not that far away. But yeah, they were very accommodating and very nice. And everybody that I have met has been extremely nice, and I'm so grateful. And I know that we've chosen a wonderful community to live in. So I'm really happy about that. It's just the amount of time that it's taking to kind of get into the community and to know people. And I have found a little farm up the road that's really close. If I don't have any fresh eggs, I can get fresh eggs. Things like that just make, your community feel like home. So I do know that once all the restrictions are done, it's not going to take me any time at all to kind of get integrated, I guess, is the word. So I'm really happy about that. So grateful that it is a wonderful community. Good gosh, guys. Me and my kitty and my pup are going to have a wonderful time once we're allowed to have a wonderful time. Once we're allowed to. So there weren't very many of those. That's done. Most of these are the symbol K, which is the number 824, which is this kind of medium blue. And a lot of background color now. So the next one I'm going to do is the S. Maybe I'll work on her legs and get her legs done. Maybe I'll work on her legs. So I'm going to start with U. Which is this one right here. And I don't need very many. There's just a few of them on here. And this is kind of a peachy color. I can hear that little bike. So it seems like a four-wheeler and a scooter. Yeah, I'm really busy and it's dark, so I'm not going out to see what they are when they go by. But it's just me trying to figure out what things are from the sound of them. Wow, I said there was only a few and there was. So that's all the U's. And then F. I'm doing it again, guys. Number 18 I'm going for. Yeah. It's harder to sit and talk for an hour than one would think. I just babble away. Babble away. Maybe someday I'll get the my system set up where I can do a live whip and chat and you guys can talk back. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? You guys could talk back and let me know what you're up to. That was the four-wheeler. Yeah. Oh God, I think that would be so fun. A live whip and chat. Yes. Interactive. We'd really be visiting each other then, wouldn't we? We could set them all up and get our jammies on and get our cup of tea or whatever it is that we drink. Oh, a glass of wine would be nice. And and do a late night whip and chat. I think that would be awesome. Would be awesome. I'd have to do it maybe a little earlier than midnight, though. If you guys are like me, 10 o'clock is like 10 to 11 is like tops for me. And we're going on that now. So, yeah, it's like tops for me to, do I have that one in a big one? What am I doing next? What was I getting? What am I getting? I want number 7, and I know it's in here too. I don't have a... I don't think it's any of these. Ah, here it is, right here. It's this kind of taupey, purpley color. I couldn't really tell the color from on the painting. They're very muted. There we go. So, yeah, almost done this little hour's chat. An hour goes by pretty quick, guys. Really. So I have a Facebook page, and it is My Crafty Den, I believe, over there. I'll leave a link down below to the Facebook page, but go on over to the Facebook page and leave me a comment and take a little snapshot of what you're working on and leave me a picture, guys. I'd love, love, love to know what everybody else is working on. I love seeing other people's diamond paintings. It gives me ideas on what to order next. And I'm always a dozen diamond paintings ahead. I've always got a dozen in my stash now. I just started them this year. I got my first one for Christmas, but I'm telling you, it didn't take me long to get addicted to them. I do love doing this. It's just relaxing. And I'm hoping it is that way for you too. I know there are people that are just really determined to get that painting done so they can get the next one. And it's like a mission how fast they can do them, but not me. Not me. If it ever becomes stressful trying to get something done fast, then it won't be a hobby for me very much longer. It definitely won't be a hobby much longer. So what type of people are you guys? That's another thing you could let me know. Do you get really anxious trying to get a painting done in a certain length of time? I know it would cause me anxiety. It would cause me all kinds of anxiety. Ooh, yeah, I can't even. Her little socks are starting to take shape. I think she's got these little striped socks and ballet slippers on. The little stockings are kind of a trademark of these Gorgeous Girl paintings. And I don't think they called these Gorgeous Girls. I think these are supposed to be a knockoff. And I don't think that drill should be there. Why did that just catch my eye? That drill right there is so out of place. That should be a purple or a fuchsia colored drill. So that's another thing when you're doing these too. When you're all done, you kind of have to sit back and look, and is that drill out of place? And I could have dropped one on there and it stuck and I just didn't realize it. Or it could be misdrilled. I mean, misnumbered, or you guys know what I mean. Sometimes the symbols are wrong, and you just kind of have to go through when you're done and fix one. Number 21 I'm looking for right here. So I got these off of Amazon, and overall, for the price of them, because they were really cheap, these paintings, I ordered them as a group. So it was one of those places like Ann Buy or something like that that you go to, and you can order through Amazon. But it was one of those places. I'm going to do that right now while I got this color out. I'm going to replace that drill with that because that's bothering me now that I've seen it. Yeah, but trading pens again. Yeah. And these drills right here, sometimes there's a lot of trash in them to start with, but there's so many extra drills that really is, not important. But there's different colored drills in, like there's a green one in here. And there's a really pale purple one that just definitely doesn't belong with these drills. So, yeah. So I'm almost done this, guys. I'm almost ready for bed. Almost ready for bed. Ready to go. Do the sleep thing. What about you? What about you? Did you stay up to diamond paint with me? I know this wasn't getting posted till I set it up to post. I'm gonna set it up to post at 8 o'clock tomorrow night so that you can do it a little earlier than midnight if you want to do it. It's going on. I mean, I'm doing it a little earlier than midnight. It's going on 10 o'clock here now, and that's late enough for me. Here I've been talking about the neighbors all being up late. I mean, it's nowhere near a normal person's bedtime. I'm an early to bed person. But yeah. Or are you going to wait and do this? Are you diamond painting with me like the next morning? Do you like to diamond paint in the mornings? I mean, who knows? Maybe maybe you just do it whenever you get a minute. Just do it whenever you get a minute. Mine's open on my table almost all the time. I don't really put it away. So if I have 5 minutes, I may sit down and put in part of a color or just a little wee bitty section. But I think I'm just going to finish this set of drills, and that was the wrong color right there. I put it down and I put another one right beside it, and yep, it wasn't the right color. Almost the right color, but it wasn't the right color to be in these drills. And there's a bunch of that color over here, just spattered all through here. So let's get them filled in. There's just something so satisfying about this, though. So satisfying about this. And I actually enjoy doing this I was a jigsaw person. I love to have a jigsaw going on my tabletop, especially in the winter time when, you know, the days aren't as long and you don't get outside as often. But so I loved having to do a jigsaw puzzle, and I can't see myself doing them. Like, this is a lot less stressful to me. I mean, it's telling me what color to put where. I don't have to search for it like you do in a jigsaw puzzle. So I find that that part less stressful than even doing a jigsaw. Oh, there's some of these over here too. This taupey purpley color is just spattered through a lot of this. And I'm going to be yawning here in a minute, but I can't go now till I'm done this drill color. It's like not being able to stop reading a book. Oh my gosh. I'll just finish this chapter. And before you know it, you're all the way into the next chapter, and then you have to finish that one too. Yeah. I don't do that anymore either. I do like to read in the evenings, and I've given that up for listening to audiobooks. And I can lay in bed with my eyes closed, no eye strain. I don't have to hold a big book so that my fingers are getting sore. Listen to an audiobook. If I fall asleep, no problem. I just rewind it to where I remember last and start over the next night. So we're all good. All good. Yeah, so I think that's it for tonight, guys. I do think that I'm going to give up the ghost and head for bed and try to get a good night's sleep so that I can accomplish a few things tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe. Get in there. And where did I put my... Da-da-dum. Yeah. Somewhere there's a paper clip sitting right here. I am going to take these and put them in here as well. I think they just fell on there. There. Set that down. Take a look for my paper clip. Oh, there it is. So this, I'm going to stop. I can't stay up any longer. I'm starting to get tired. So I'm just going to cover over the area where the glue is tacky and I haven't put any drills down yet. There's just that little area, guys. I'm going to throw these highlighters on top of there to hold that down. I may finish this up tomorrow. If I can find an hour to finish this up tomorrow, that'd be really great. But I'm really glad you could join me and diamond paint with me tonight. It's been fun. I hope you had a chance to relax and de-stress. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already so you can come back next week. And until then, bye-bye for now, everybody. Take care.